Welcome to the Department of Consumer and Business Affairs presentation about our no-cost mediation service we provide to the public. Mediation is a valuable tool that can be used to save money, time, and resolve a dispute much faster than going to court. By participating in our mediation program, we hope to lessen the emotional drain that comes with conflict. In this presentation, individuals, businesses, and organizations will learn more about our mediation program, the fundamentals of mediation, and the types of requests we receive. Our mediation service follows the guidelines of the Dispute Resolution Porgrams Act, also known as DRPA or DRPA. These guidelines have contributed to the successful resolution of thousands of mediation requests annually. Let me tell you more about mediation. Mediation provides an alternative method to resolve disputes. Not all disputes are best suited for court. The legal process can be costly and time-consuming. Using mediation can provide a cheaper and faster outcome, and mediation also allows the dispute to be resolved in an informal setting with flexible rules. The goal of mediation is to promote open dialogue and explore settlement options. Mediation is a voluntary process, and both parties need to agree to participate without being forced or coerced. Mediation participants need to be able to freely make informed decisions and negotiate with the other party. Mediation is guided by a neutral third party. When communication is broken down between the parties, a mediator can help reduce communication gaps and keep the lines of communication open. The mediator will ensure both parties have been heard and both sides understand the other side's concerns and interests in the dispute. Mediation is a confidential process. Confidentiality is one of the perks of mediation, which allows the parties to freely share information that may otherwise not come to light. During the mediation process, the details shared amongst participants may aid in resolving the dispute. With the help of a mediator, the parties are empowered to create solutions that work for them. The mediator will not make a decision on a matter and will guide the parties through the conflict resolution process. By having the parties play an active role in controlling their own resolution, there is more likely support and follow-through with the mutual agreement that parties decide on. Mediation increases the chances of the agreement being a win-win situation for both sides. This is a major contrast with court, where the outcome is no longer in your hands and the decision is made by a judge or jury, which may result in a win-lose situation. Individuals and businesses may find themselves in unforeseen conflicts affecting their lives, jobs, and businesses. Some issues may be easy to resolve, while some may require additional assistance. That is where we come in. The Department of Consumer and Business Affairs Dispute Resolution Program can mediate a variety of dispute types. If and when the need arises, our mediation services can help with the following common conflicts: neighbor-to-neighbor disputes, consumer-merchant disputes, business-to-business disputes, personal injury claims, property damage claims, and landlord-tenant disputes. Aside from the types of conflicts already mentioned, our mediators are well equipped to handle all types of conflicts and disputes. However, our mediation services do not mediate any criminal activity or family court matters. Our mediators have been certified and specially trained to handle a variety of disputes. The mediator's role is to act as a neutral third party during the entire mediation process. The mediator will support both parties and not advocate for either side, and will not decide who is right or wrong, who wins or loses, or who is liable or at fault. The mediator's purpose is to facilitate a conversation between the parties and to explore viable resolution options. Our mediators will not be doing most of the talking. Instead, they will encourage direct, open communication between the parties. The mediator will probe and explore each party's concerns and interests. The mediator will confirm understanding and clarify issues as needed. Our mediators will bring the nature of the conflict to the surface and encourage each side to better understand the conflict. This will promote communication that is more effective towards a resolution. The mediation process begins with the submittal of a request. You can submit a request for mediation online or by filling out a request form. Request forms can be printed from our website, or you can call our Consumer Counseling Center and request a form be mailed to you. Once a request form is submitted, the applicant is referred to as the first party, and the person you're inviting to mediate is known as the second party. Once the mediation request is received by our department, it will be reviewed for processing. When processing is complete, a mediation case number will be assigned. An invitation packet will be sent to the second party, inviting them to participate in mediation. The invitation packet will include a copy of the mediation request, information about how mediation works, and a PIN number to access the online dispute resolution system. Once the invitation packet is mailed, the other party is given time to review and respond to the mediation request. Since mediation is voluntary, the other party can accept or decline to participate in mediation. If there is no response, we will follow up and try to contact the second party using the alternate forms of contact provided by the first party. The more contact information provided, the better, because it will be used to help us reach the second party. Once the second party agrees to participate, the mediator will schedule a mediation session based on the party's preferences and availability. The various ways mediation can take place will be discussed in the next slide. The mediator will conclude the mediation session with 4 possible outcomes: fully or partially resolved, no resolution, or the party's request to reschedule. If a dispute is fully or partially resolved, the parties can request to put the details of the agreement in writing. Written agreements will be clear and concise. There are 5 basic elements that will be included in a settlement agreement: the who, the what, the where, the when, and the how. Drafted agreements are based on the details of the resolution as agreed to by both parties, or the parties can simply commit verbally that they will complete the commitments of the settlement agreement. There are different ways a mediation session can occur, and it will be determined by the party's preference. In person, by phone, and online sessions are available. Due to the pandemic, face-to-face mediations have been suspended. Once things are back to normal, face-to-face mediation will resume. In-person sessions are conducted at our office with all parties present. For now, video conferencing has been used in place of face-to-face mediation. Video conferencing requires you to have an electronic device such as a smartphone, tablet, or computer that accommodates this style of mediation. It also requires an internet connection. Video conferencing allows the parties, along with the mediator, to view one another through their device. There's also telephone conciliation and telephone caucus. Telephone conciliation is when all the parties are on the phone with the mediator at the same time. Telephone caucus is when the mediator speaks to each party separated by phone. This type of mediation is good to use when the parties have conflicting schedules and are not available at the same time. As you can see, there are various styles of mediation, and all of them are designed to accommodate all parties. The most common and highly requested option is our award-winning online dispute resolution, or ODR system. The ODR application offers several functions on one platform. Parties with smartphones, tablets, or computers can log in and participate in ODR mediation. ODR supports alternate interactions. One key feature is the back and forth offers, which permits direct communication of proposed deals or offers between parties. With this option, parties can present settlement offers and counteroffers to each other as needed. Online chat allows all participants to meet in group session and carry out the mediation via online chat. Instant message allows parties to message their mediator. The ODR system also allows for parties to upload documents they want reviewed by the mediator and shared with the other party. Parties can also update their availability for upcoming mediation sessions. ODR is a tool that allows the mediator and both parties to stay in constant contact to accommodate busy lifestyles of individuals and business owners. These principles are the foundation of our mediation services and what makes mediation a desirable resource to use when addressing a conflict or dispute. Our mediation program is successful because our mediators keep these principles in the forefront of each mediation request. Building a foundation based on these principles helps to create an environment where the mediator can build trust and rapport with each party, which allows the mediator and parties to move through the mediation process with everyone working together to achieve the same goal. Our mediators diligently work to uphold these principles with each mediation request to ensure we are providing the very best of what mediation has to offer. If you find yourself dealing with an issue, you should be relieved to know that our mediation is available to you whenever you need it. Just think, you will have the opportunity to participate in a voluntarily informal process that is confidential with a neutral third party to create an agreement that is mutually acceptable. How great is that? If you are uncertain if mediation is right for your situation, there is assistance to help you decide. You may contact our Consumer Counseling Center to speak to a consumer counselor. These counselors are trained to help you assess your situation and let you know what resources are available to you. The Consumer Counseling Center can be reached at 800-593-8222. If your situation is landlord-tenant related, the Rent Stabilization Unit has counselors who will counsel you on landlord-tenant laws, ordinances, and moratoriums and provide you resources that can help you address your situation. The Rent Stabilization Unit can be reached at 833-223-7368. Thank you for joining us. In this presentation, you learned about the fundamentals of mediation, along with many features that our mediation services has to offer. We hope you enjoyed the presentation, and we hope you keep us in mind when you need assistance in resolving a dispute.